We got snow coming down. Very light snow, so yeah, it is what it is that time of year, I guess. Welcome back to D-Bomb's Garage. The last video I put out, I don't know if they're gonna let me run it or not, due to the fact that I forgot to turn off my radio. And a little section in there has got my radio tune in the background on it. They might not let it run. But I guess I catch you up to speed on what's been going on. I know I haven't put out a video in a while. I've got a bunch of them that were screwed up. But here we go. I got the old bay kind of cleaned up. Stuff on my benches. Now I can get to my benches a lot easier. The video that they may or may not let out was about big white ear. I had located a transmission leak. It ended up being the pump seal. I pulled the motor out, changed that. Let me turn the speeder off. Kind of noisy with the heater going. I pulled the motor out and changed the pump seal on it, and I still have a leak at the dipstick tube. I got one of them cheap aftermarket ones in there from AutoZone, I think it was. One of them Mr. Gasket chrome ones. And it leaks right at the transmission, so I'm going to change that to stock style with the seal insert that goes into the transmission. Got it back up and it is running and moving. Exhaust I took care of. Ended up getting a set of copper gaskets instead of the square port. I don't know if I got it hanging here. There's one of the new ones right there. Instead of the square port like this one, I ended up getting the round copper gaskets, and I believe it sealed, took care of the exhaust leaks. As I said, I got the dipstick tube leaking. Got to adjust the carburetor a little bit more, reset the timing. Put the air cleaner back on, and I think I'll be ready to take it for a test run again. See how it does. Come to the conclusion, I am going to end up cutting out the delete for the taillights and putting them back the way they should be. I'll have to go out to Paul's Auto Yard next week, dig that up. I have a, let's see if I can't get this cab corner to do, a little patching on the rockers. If you hadn't noticed, I did paint the hood. Not the greatest job. Spray gun messing up again. Paint 7 years old. But it looks a lot better. And it just makes the rest of the truck look like poop. So, had the catering truck in this spot. I got it done. Customer's happy with it. I wasn't too happy with the initial motor when it was delivered. It was supposed to have been a 17,000 mile motor, and it looked like it was a 217,000 mile motor. But it's back together, it is running. They did send him the wrong transmission with the motor. I guess I'm going to put that one up on Marketplace, maybe even eBay Not sure on that one. But that is where I'm at now. I did a little bit of cleaning on time lapse. I gotta get around to this Monte Carlo. I really like to get it up and running. Carmangia. Camaro would be most likely what I'm going to end up doing. That's been in the family for ages now. The Challenger, I don't know yet. Still want to do a gambler style. Lifted. I got to get that painted, but now with the snow and I have no ceiling in here, kind of hard to do any type of painting. I can heat this part of the shop up with the door shut. I can heat it up to 80 degrees in a couple hours. But it is what it is, I guess. That time of year to be cold. I had to jockey some vehicles around in this area, pull the big white truck forward, pull my case back over to the other side. So I have my bay open to the rack. Jeep Grand Cherokee, I have to take that on a test run. Customer states noise coming from the drivetrain somewhere, and it was bad enough that he did not want to drive it. I'll have to take that out for a test drive after a bit. So I think I got y'all up to speed on what I've been up to. This next week I'm going to be down. I'm not sure. I should be back up and running probably after the 5th, after the 4th or 5th of December. So you're brought up to speed at D-Bomb's Garage. Thank you for watching. If you are watching, watch it the whole thing. Like, subscribe, share. Comment. I think I got that option open now. I kept looking for it and I never found it, but all right, I'm out. Y'all have a good day. Well, once again, D-Bomb's Garage here. Working on a 2007 Jeep Grand Cherokee. Customer stated noise in the running gear, grinding, popping. So I took it for a test drive, and yes, it is definitely popping and making noise. I think I figured out what it is. Left rear. You're gonna have to tear it apart to see what is going on. I got it up in the air, disconnected the battery, and getting ready to tear it apart. I'll probably end up putting it on time lapse. You've probably seen a lot of these tore apart, but this is one I'm doing. So let's get to her. That wasn't too hard to find. The e-brake looks like it self-destructed in there. Let's see, when I took the rotor off, this was everything that fell out. I have no idea what that is. It's been in there for a little while. Look at nothing on them. Nothing. And that looks like the e-brake cable. And it also looks like she's leaking differential fluid. Destroyed that reluctor ring. So you can see how dirty it is up under here. To see a little bit of a drip spot in there. Maybe you can't. Probably need light. So I'll probably need to tear the other side apart and take a look at it and see what the e-brake cable looks like on that side. And shoes. From here it looks like it's leaking over there too, but not like this one was. I have to get knock that shield back into place. Good, so I'm gonna have to take the differential cover off, drain the oil, get this left axle out, see if I can get another ring. Gonna have to get the ABS sensor, e-brake cable. Definitely need some rotors, or at least get these turned. Other side's probably gonna look the same. There's the brake. They replaced it. They didn't put another one on it. Holy smokes. I have to see if that'll come up closer to it. Go in. If somebody changed it around, they didn't finish their job. Take this side. This side, same thing. Doesn't look like they hooked up the e-brakes. Well, gotta do a little bit of research to find out what all I gotta do to straighten this out. Get some parts on order. Get them coming so I can get this done, get a hold of the customer, find out what he wants to do. Brake pads are pretty wore on the outside. On this side, I'll tear apart the other side, see what it ends up looking like. Yeah. Nope. That don't want to come apart. I guess I'm gonna have to get the persuader. Holy smokes. Same thing, about ready to come apart. Well, got it apart. E-brake pads are huge a shot. Most of the hardware is shot. This side looks like it's been leaking a little bit, but not like that other side. Sad thing is e-brake cable right here, but it never hooked up. So whoever changes around never hooked the e-brake up, or even checked it, they just slammed it together. So I guess I'll get inside, look the parts up, see what I gotta do, see what I gotta order. And I'm probably going to take the differential cover off, knock that axle out. Might have to knock this axle out, change the, see about changing the seals, outer seals on them. Go from there. So as of right now, this is a short one. I'm out. Later I'll